the Honorable Greater Accra Regional Minister, the Honorable Henry Quote, also here with us. Thank you very much, sir. We have the Honorable Mohammed Awal, who is the Minister in charge of Tourism, also here with us, sir. Shall we acknowledge him as well with some takbir? Thank you. We have the Honorable Sheikh I.C. Kwe. We all know the Honorable Sheikh I.C. Kwe. Currently, he is the chairman of the Hajj Board. Sheikh I.C. Kwe, thank you very much for coming. We are grateful. We have with us the presence of the Deputy Chief of Staff, the Honorable Fawaz Aliu, and we are grateful that he also joined us here. Of course, we have the Honorable Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid, former Minister in charge of Inner City and Zongo Development, also here with us. We do also have with us here the Honorable Al-Hassan Tampuli. He is currently the MP for Kushegu and Deputy Minister Designate for Transport. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be acknowledging other people as we go on with the rest of the program. The Chief Imam has just delivered his khutbah, but he has a special message on every Eid occasion. And on this occasion, he has nominated his spokesperson, Sheikh Arimiyal Shuaib, to deliver that message on his behalf. Let's welcome Sheikh Arimiyal Shuaib.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, we give him thanks and praises. We adore and exalt his name. He is good and holy in fullness and perfection. We ask Allah to bestow his peace and blessings upon the Prophet Muhammad and indeed all the prophets and all those who tread on the path of righteousness till the day of judgment. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa AKUFO-ADDO, Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia, Your Excellency, the Second Lady Hajia Samira Bawumia, the eminent National Chief Imam. We also want to recognize all MPs and ministers herein assembled, the Acting President of the Council of Zongo Chiefs, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Dr. Rabiatu Ama, a former member of the Council of State, fellow Muslims, all protocols observed. I wish to greet you all with Islamic greetings of love, peace, and fraternity. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your Excellency, I deliver this message on behalf of the eminent National Chief Imam. I convey to you, Your Excellency, and your Vice, and the entire Muslim community in Ghana, my warmest felicitations and best wishes on this auspicious occasion of the Eid al-Fitr celebration. It is my honor and privilege, Your Excellency, to once again welcome you and your Vice and the entire congregation to this virtual Eid al-Fitr celebration, which is being observed within the COVID-19 pandemic preventive framework. Whilst welcoming you, Your Excellency, I also wish to thank you sincerely on behalf of my community for finding time out of your very tight schedule to join us once again in the Eid celebration, as has been your practice always. At this point, Your Excellency, today marks the end of the annual Ramadan fast for the year 2021, during which occasion Muslims the world over assemble in unison to manifest and demonstrate thankfulness and adoration to the Almighty Allah for his guidance and support throughout the 30-day period of fasting. We give him thanks and we magnify and glorify him. Unto him belong thanks and praises in a manner that is befitting of his holiness and highness. It gives us joy, therefore, to meet on this special occasion to celebrate Allah's mercies and forgiveness and abundant blessings. Indeed, he has told us in Quran chapter 2, verse 185, يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْيُسْرَ وَلَا يُرِيدُ بِكُمُ الْعُسْرَ وَلِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. Allah intends for you ease. He does not intend for you difficulty, so that you will join together to magnify his name for his guidance for you, that you may be thankful unto him. The lessons that we have learned, Your Excellency, we have emerged from Ramadan as refined people filled with the virtues and purged of evils and other negative habits. Among those lessons, patience, tolerance, forbearance, fortitude, contentment, love, sacrifice and selflessness, love, care, sympathy, empathy for the need and the less fortunate in society, honest dedication to the service of Allah and humanity, enhanced commitment to eschew all negative tendencies, vengeance and vengefulness, selfishness, greed, corruption, hate, crime and all criminal behaviors, envy, and all things that can be captured under the broad word evil, the evil of man. All these, we have brought them under perfect control throughout the period of our fasting. Your Excellency, the President, Your Excellency, the Vice President, as citizens of the country, we have been observing keenly, Your Excellency, we have been observing keenly and taking note of some of the efforts your government have been making to improve the well-being and quality of life of Ghanaians. Of particular significance, that which has captured our attention, is your renewed commitment to fight galamsey, to save our water bodies and forests from destruction. We also note with satisfaction and commend you for making your position clear unequivocally on the detestable, objectionable, and loathsome practice of same-sex marriage and related homosexual orientations, which we consider predatory to the very institution of family life. We also note with appreciation your relentless efforts to address the COVID-19 pandemic and its containment. You have tried your best to provide some vaccines, and your periodic address on how we can address this pandemic is highly appreciated. In spite of all these positives, there are challenges which, as a religious community, we have also taken note of. There is still rising rate of unemployment among our youth, the reason for which they engage in some of the most negative things that we observe. Corruption remains a perception that is going around, that needs to be tackled. National security remains also a challenge. Get rich quick is still a syndrome. Political polarization of our nation and all issues remains a problem that needs to be addressed so we can have a country that is fully integrated. Your Excellency, permit me at this juncture to touch briefly on the unfortunate religious misunderstanding that has dominated public discourse for the past week. Thankfully, the tension that arose has subsided. We are thankful to God. As peaceful Muslims and law-abiding citizens, led by our national peace hero, National Chief Imam, we seek not to do anything to disturb the peace of the country. Suffice it to say, our interfaith harmony and solidarity has suffered a major setback by the recent media altercations on the religious freedom and justice. We wish to assure you and everybody, Your Excellency, that Muslim Ummah in Ghana, under the able leadership of the meek and peace-loving National Chief Imam, whose spirit and predisposition gives indication unequivocally that his preferred choice all the time is peace. We will cooperate in any step and measure taken by all stakeholders and authorities and state authorities to bring finality to the misunderstanding. Your Excellency, we are grateful to you and your Vice. The Chief Imam has whispered in my ears, Your Excellency, that to particularly voice out and select your Vice President for his thankfulness and gratitude for all the forms, the wide range of support that he has enjoyed under your government. He remembers on 2 occasions that you have to fly him from Nigeria, from Abuja, because of the respect you accord him, to bring him in order to participate in a national function that is the 25th anniversary of our return to democratic rule. The flight that went empty just to pick the National Chief Imam and his entourage. Chief Imam says he is eternally grateful. The next, the Chief Imam was bereaved. He lost his sheikh, his friend, and his in-law in Senegal. Your Excellency, in consultation with your Vice President, you accorded him the assistance and gave him flight that took him with his entourage from Ghana to Dakar, and from there, through the help of the ambassador, was given all the courtesies that took him to Kaolack, where he went and led the funeral. Chief Imam says he's unable to forget this gesture, and he is so grateful to you. On this note, we are also mindful of the promises that your government has made through your Vice President to establish model schools in all the 16 regions, each zongo in the 16 regions of Ghana. This is something that it will be significant in transforming our society and providing opportunity that will guarantee transformation and development of our youth. We want our youth to be changed and become useful tools for national development. That which guarantees this only is through education. Therefore, we are thankful. We have taken note of the scholarship. 40 students have been taken to Cuba to go and learn medicine. That will provide opportunity, and we will be able to also participate in working to improve our health conditions. We have been told plans are ahead to also take the next 40. Your Excellency, we are excited. I particularly am excited. I cannot wait to see the day when the next 40 students, Muslims made of females and males and females from across all the zongos of the country, are given the opportunity to travel outside and learn medicine, so we can also be seen as contributors and not to become tools in the hands of politicians who want to use us for violence and finishing to dump us. We are grateful for this gesture, Your Excellency. On this note, we are grateful to you and want to wish, on my own behalf, on behalf of the eminent Chief Imam, all Muslims in Ghana, within the sub-region and the world across, Eid Mubarak, and wish them all fruitful Eid celebration. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Takbir. And that was a statement delivered on behalf of His Eminence, the National Chief Imam, by his spokesperson, Sheikh Arimiyahu Shuaib. And we are grateful to him for that nice and wonderful message. Your Excellency, once again, with your permission, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of His Excellency Michel Hamdan Airogi. He is the Saudi ambassador to Ghana. He's here with us. We are grateful to you, Your Excellency, for joining us here for this very august program. We also have with us, we also recognize the presence of the former Savannah Regional Minister, Honorable Adam Salif Ibrahima, who is here with us. Honorable, we are grateful for your presence as well. Of course, we also have with us the indefatigable Director General of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, Professor Amin Al-Hassan. We are grateful, sir, that you made this possible as well. I've been asked to apologize on his behalf to you, Honorable Kwoti, the National Chief Imam spokesperson, for not acknowledging you when he came to address. He says he apologizes to everyone else for not acknowledging your presence. Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the singular honor of inviting His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa AKUFO-ADDO, to deliver his address on this occasion of Eid al-Fitr 2021.
Vice President, Second Lady, the Greater Accra Regional Minister, National Chief Imam, Ulama, members of the National Council of Zongo Chiefs, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Jama, fellow Ghanaians, Salam Alaikum. For the second year in a row, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we have to celebrate the Eid virtually from the premises of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. We have to thank GBC for making this possible. Nevertheless, we thank the Almighty God for giving us life and giving us the opportunity once again to come together for the celebration of Eid al-Fitr 2021. On my part, I thank the Almighty for granting me and my party, the New Patriotic Party, victory in the 2020 election, so that we can continue with our agenda of transforming our country for the benefit of all. I also thank the Muslim community in Ghana for the continued support for our program of transformation. Inshallah, I shall continue to work with you and for you for the peace, progress, and prosperity of our nation. Jama, I wish to express my sincere appreciation to the National Chief Imam, Sheikh Osman Nuhu Sharabutu, for his exemplary leadership, not only of the Muslim flock, but also of our country generally. He or she who does not show gratitude to humans cannot show gratitude to God. So says the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The National Chief Imam is the very epitome of tolerance and peaceful coexistence. He continues to make our country the envy of the world for its religious tolerance. His inter- and intra-religious cooperation is amazing and sets a good tone for the peaceful coexistence among the Christian and Muslim communities in our country, for which we owe him a great debt of gratitude. National Chief Imam, Ulama, Jama, fellow Ghanaians, on this Eid al-Fitr day, it is worth reminding ourselves that our national constitution guarantees freedom of worship for all its citizens. Article 21C states that all persons shall have the right and freedom, quote, to practice any religion and to manifest such practice, unquote. It is also probably worth pointing out that religious tolerance in our country did not emerge from formal law enforcement or from the Constitution for that matter. It is one of the admirable features of the Ghanaian that we have always had respect for each other's belief systems. We should be proud that our national constitution simply reinforces these characteristics, and it should therefore be easy for us to uphold these basic and fundamental tenets that hold us together. The boarding schools in our country have traditionally served as the training grounds in learning about each other, about tolerance, and losing the fear of the unknown. That is where young Ghanaians learn to eat each other's food. That is where they learn the songs and dances of the different parts of the country. That is where they learn about each other's religions, and that is where lifelong friendships are forged. These schools must necessarily have rules and regulations that enable them to function. It would be a strange child that does not find some school rules irksome and then look back on them with fond nostalgia in later life. Throughout the years, the schools have by and large managed to find a reasonable, balanced atmosphere to enable our young people to flourish. And this has served us well. The schools have evolved and adapted their practices to suit the times, and I would urge that we do not turn them into the places to fight ideological and religious battles. Our young people deserve a peaceful atmosphere to be able to deal with the many challenges of studying and acquiring knowledge. Parents, certainly, must have a keen interest in the schools into whose care they entrust their children. But may I plead with all of us that we keep the tolerance that has served us so well in matters of religion. I'm happy to state that in the specific case of the incident at one of our greatest schools, Wesley Girls High School, which has given rise to the recent discourse on religion, the authorities, that is the Ministry of Education under its new minister, the Honorable Dr. Yao Edutru, Member of Parliament for Busumche, the leaders of the Christian and Muslim communities, and the leadership of the school are engaged in solemn discussions about the way forward. And I'm very hopeful that a satisfactory solution will be found for one and all. I'm a proud adherent of the Dankwa Domo Buzia political tradition, which inspired the creation of the United Party that was woven together by a multiplicity of ethnicities and belief systems, including the Muslim Association Party, MAP. During this Fourth Republic, whenever the MPP has had the privilege to govern this country, we have tried to demonstrate the beauty of the Christian and Muslim leadership mix at the helm of affairs. From John Ajekum Kufuor to Nana Addo Dankwa AKUFO-ADDO, this blend has proven to be a blessing for the fortunes and forward movement of our country. National Chief Imam, Ulama, Jama'ah, to ensure that we build an inclusive society that creates opportunity for all, I promised to establish the Zongo Development Fund. We lived up to our promise. Today, the Zongo Development Fund continues to pursue an aggressive policy of development in Zongo communities across the country. And we shall not relent until we even the development equation between Zongo communities and other communities of our country. Under the operations of the fund, in the erstwhile Ministry of Inner City and Zongo Development, we've delivered impressive development projects in the Zongo communities and tackled in particular the problem of formal education. Along with other Ghanaian children, Muslim children are now assured of basic education up to secondary school level to prepare them better for life. Please ignore the sad falsehood being propagated that we have given up on the Zongo development agenda. The reality on the ground shows clearly that we are on track. The Zongo Development Fund, which has been the instrument for the transformation of Zongo communities, led by the hard-working Suleimana Arafat, is as vibrant as ever and focused on the Zongo transformation agenda. Indeed, the ministry has now been brought directly under the supervision of the presidency, which is going to have the former Member of Parliament for Finsu South, the Honorable Ben Abdallah, as its coordinator. Together with my Vice President, your own Alhaji Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia, we will guide its work and ensure the highest standards of commitment from its operatives. Unfortunately, COVID-19 has brought to us, like to the rest of the world, many challenges in the running of the economy, which has entailed some temporary difficulties. Nonetheless, Due to the good management of the Ghanaian economy, we are recovering faster and better than many economies around the world, developed and developing, and will resume the strong growth that characterized the development of our economy in the period 2017 to 2020, i.e., the immediate pre-COVID era. Even in the face of the pandemic, we have remained faithful to our flagship programs and to all our commitments to the Ghanaian people. I am thus appealing especially to our young people to keep the faith. We shall weather the storm together and create the conditions that will allow you to realize your God-given potentials. National Chief Imam, Ulama, Jama, I wish you peaceful celebrations. After 1 month of self-sacrifice and self-denial, you deserve to eat and drink and make merry, and thank God for the month of Ramadan. I urge you, however, to celebrate with caution. Be mindful also that the COVID pandemic is still with us, and respect strictly all the COVID protocols. Act responsibly, and let us not trigger another spike in the COVID infections. It is the hope of all Ghanaians that with strict adherence to the COVID protocols and the successful nationwide vaccination exercise, we shall celebrate next year's Eid and all other religious festivals as we have done traditionally over the years, together in person. May Allah be with you, and may He continue to protect our lives so that we meet again in 3 months to celebrate Eid-al-Adha together. May God bless us all in our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong. Thank you for your attention. Baraka da Salah. Salam alaikum.
Atakbir! I can't hear the Allah Akbar. Atakbir! Atakbir! Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa AKUFO-ADDO, has just delivered his message to the country. There are children from the Muslim community who wish to wish the President Eid Mubarak. We will just observe that art is done by these children. You want to give them a microphone, please? All right, and the Vice President helping the President to give the children what in Muslim communities we usually refer to as Baraka da Salah. Thank you so very much, these children. This is lovely, and I'm sure this will stay with them for the rest of their lives. They'll forever remember when they came face to face with the President of the Republic of Ghana when he joined Muslims to celebrate Eid al-Fitr 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, we just listened to the President of the Republic. He made comments and referred at some points to the National Chief Imam. The National Chief Imam has indicated that he wants to respond to portions of the speech that the President just delivered, and he will do so through his spokesperson. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Chief Imam just sent me a message that as he listened to the message, he got the impression about the arrangements that you have indicated are being made to ensure that the country remains peaceful, especially interfaith harmony. He has asked me to extend his special thanks, especially also how you have also eulogized him, the attributes that you have mentioned to eulogize him are things that he appreciates so much, and he's very appreciative. Just that, the Vice President also through a message sent to me is requesting the Chief Imam to say a special prayer for you, for your good health, for life, prolonged life, for God's strengthening, for God's guidance in any step that you take in this particular assignment that he himself has put on your shoulders. that he will guarantee your success and protect you against any misfortune, whether caused by human or any spirit. And God will be behind you and be your protector. Malang, dan kana neman addu'a na musamman. The message by President. Malang, Vice President, ina roƙonka ka yi addu'a zuwa ga shugaban ƙasa. Wai ina son ka yi ma shugaban ƙasa addu'a, Allah ya taimaka ya bashi nasara, ya ƙara mai dogon rai. To da wannan za mu cike addu'a da shi ga speaker Malam ka yi magana. And this will be the closing prayer.
ونعوذ بك من جور كل جائر ومكر كل ماكر وسير كل سائر وبغي كل باغ وحسد كل حاسد وقدر كل قادر وكيد كل كائد وعداوة كل عدو. اللهم عبد رئيس جمهورية غانا نانا AKUFO-ADDO ونائبه الهارمون باونيا بالسر لو انزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله. وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر. سبحان الله عما يشركون. والله الخالق البارئ المصور له الاسماء الحسنى.
عليه ما أنتم حريص عليكم بالمؤمنين رؤوف رحيم. فإن تولوا فقل حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين. عليه صلاة الله ثم سلامه.
We've come to the end of the official
صلاة
celebration.
ترقينا.
But ladies and gentlemen, those watching us on TV, this coverage continues live on TV and on social media, on Facebook, GBC Ghana, Obonu TV, GTV Live. Those are the social media platforms on Facebook. On Twitter, you can get the streaming at the GBC Ghana, and on YouTube is Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. This event is also supported by Awake Mineral Water.
عليه مع الآل الكرام
2021,
وصحبه
ladies and gentlemen. Eid Fitr 2021.
ومن سلقوا
We're
نهج
live on all
المحبات
radio
قبلها.
stations of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation across the country. We're also live on GTV Live, GTV,
فإن
Obonu TV,
تسألوني
Garden
عن
City
حبيبي
TV,
وسيدي
and also
فطه
on our social
حبيب
media
الله
platforms,
ما الغير
Facebook,
ما وما.
Twitter, and YouTube as well.
فوقي وساعاتي صرفت لذكره صلاة ومدحا منه قد صرت جيلما. فمن رام دركي في اشتياق نبينا فقد رام أمرا مستحالا محرما. كمن رام درك الوصف أيضا قد أكثروا ولكنهم قد قادروا متردما. فآثرت حب المصطفى دون غيره ولو أم كلثوم ولو كان مريم. فوالله ما في القلب عز لغيره فغير رسول الله ليس لتعلم. أشار إلى مزن فسال مسرمدا وإذ رام مسك الماء أمسك ملهما. وإن قريشا أنيبوا وصغروا وشكى له ذا الجو بدر معزمة. وردت له شمس بعيد غروبها وإذ كذبوا قد أنزل لكم كما وأدم عذابا برمية كفه. فيا عجب من رمية حين هدم. هدى الله أقواما بنور خوارق وبالسيف يهدي البدر من كان أجرما. يفيد علوما فائدات ومغنما يبيد جيوشا للضلال أرمرما فأما هداه الأرض كرها وتاتا فأرب وأجب أرشد الكل أمما وتاتا الدين والعلم والتقى ولله شكر بالنبي معتما وقد صار فينا المسلمون وعندنا أئمة علم صالحون تكرما وفينا رجال سابقون وعندنا لأكتاب ختم كنز متلسما عليه صلاة الله.